Okay, so in this video I'm going to show you how you can use Python to automatically download data from an FTP server, um, download files. And just a note about this Python playlist this video's in, I didn't mention in the first video, but this is going to be kind of a playlist where I show things that I'm learning or picking up or things that I found useful, so no real theme to it, just things that I found useful and thinking about. So let's get started with this FTP example. So I'm here in PyCharm and have a script open in a project, and I'm going to start with some imports. So I'm going to import OS, and I'm going to import FTP lib, which will allow me to download from an FTP. And I'll just show you what this FTP is. We're going to download from the Prism dataset. It's climate data. And so I have it pulled up on FileZilla here, which is just an FTP client, which allows you to download data kind of manually. I'm going to do this over Python so I can do it really fast. But I'm going to want monthly data, and I want precipitation data. And you can see that I have all these years from 1895 all the way up to current to 2018. So let's take a look at some of these files. And you can see that it's a zip file, and we have the version and then all bill.zip. So we've got that. Let's come down and look at a more recent one, say 2016. And you can see here we have it for each month. We have an M3 instead of an M2 on the end, maybe because they changed a method or something there. We have this bill, we have this all bill, and we also have it by month. So there's some little nuances I'm going to have to deal with here, but we'll keep this up so we can come back to it and refer to it if we need to. But let's go back into our PyCharm. And since those data come in a zip file, I'm going to also import zip file here so that I'll be able to unpack those. Okay. So I'm going to start off. I'm going to set up an FTP, which is ftplib.ftp. And the name of this FTP is prism.nacse.org. Okay. And I'm going to log in, so ftp.login. And we can log in with anonymous, the anonymous username, and then use an email as a password. I'm not sure if a generic email will work. We'll give it a try. If it doesn't, we'll work around it. Now I'm going to do FTP change working directory, which is going to change my location on the FTP server. And so we want to do monthly. We're going to get precipitation data, PPT. So now we're connected to the remote. And now we need to set the file names you want to download. So I'm going to do this in a couple of ways. I'm going to go fn base. It's going to be the base file name. And we can go look back at those file names in FileZilla. So let's check this out. So you can see we have Prism PPT stable 4km M2, and then a year all build.zip. So this part should stay the same, but remember we had an M3, so let's go back and check out where that starts. I believe it starts in 1970 or 1975 when their methods change. So 70 is still M2, 71 is still M2, see 75 is also M2, maybe it was in the 80s. 80 is also M2, 81 is M3. So when we get to 81 to make that an M3, we still have the all build.zip. We're just going to need to change some of these things. So we'll go back and get that nuance in our code. So our base, we just want to be the name that's going to stay the same, which is going to be prism underscore ppt underscore stable underscore 4km capital M. So that part is going to stay the same. And then fn mid, which is going to be the middle part of the file name, is going to be 2, and I'll just make a note that's years before 1981, and we'll change that for the years after here at the end. And then the end of our file name, fn end, is going to equal underscore all bio.zip. Okay. Alright. So, now what I want to do is make a save directory, which I'm just going to save this in a temp folder. And what I can do is just os.chdir and then save dir. And so what this is going to do is going to let's change that to save. So this just changes the working directory on my system, the one Python's working from, to my save directory, so it'll get downloaded there. Okay, now I'm going to set up a loop here. On my start year, I want down all the data from 1895 to 2016. So we're going to do 1895 for our start year. End year is 2016. And so now I can go for year in range, start year, end year. And remember here that I'm going to do a check first. I'm going to do if year is greater than 1980, then fn mid is going to equal 3 underscore instead of 2 underscore. Okay? Now we've got that set up. So now let's go back to our FTP and look this up. So we're currently in this monthly PPT. Let's go back up. Let's go back up. Go back up. So monthly PPT for precipitation, and then we have a year. So what we need to do here is we're going to need to go FTP, change working directory, and we want to change into the year. Okay, so that will change our working directory on the server to the location of the file we want to download. And now what we need to do is set up the file name of that file. So we're going to do fn file name is going to equal our fn base plus fn mid plus the year as a string plus fn end. Okay, and then I'll just add all those file parts together, and then we can make a new file to write the data to. So we're going to do file equals open fn, and we want to open it for writing, and WB is write binary, so we write binary data to it. And then the next thing we can do is download the file from the FTP. So we can do FTP retrieve binary, and give the command rtr, which is for retrieve, and then the file name to retrieve, which is going to be fn, and then the file, and we want to write. Okay, so we can set that up, and then when we're done, we can do file.close, and now this is going to leave us with a zip file. And zip file is good, but maybe we want to automate extraction of all those zip files as well. We're doing this for 105 years, or 121 years, not 105. It's a lot of files to unzip manually, or extract manually. So let's do zfile equals zip file, and give it the file name. So this gives us a zip file object, and then we can do zfile extract all, zfile close. Okay, now that's taken care of. Now before we go to the next file in this loop, we need to change the working directory again. And the way we want to do that is just // move up one directory. If we don't do that, what will happen is when we call FTP CWD here, there's no year working directory within a year working directory. Does that make sense? So we have to move up out of the year we're in, and then when we come back through the loop, we'll CD or change the working directory into a new year. And then I'm going to do OS remove FN. Yeah, and so that'll delete that file after they all been extracted. I'm actually going to put this up one line after we close to clean all that up, so we don't need those zip files. And then we'll just print out a message saying that the year is done. Okay. Alright, I think we're ready to give this a test run. I'm actually going to change this to Prism. So temp Prism. And just to test this out, let's not do the full range of years because it'll take a while. But let's do like 1979 to 1982. That'll give us a little shorter time period. Okay, so we've got that. Let's give that a run. See how we look. Download FTP. Here it goes. So there's 1 year, 79, 80, and 81. Good deal. So let's take a look in the folder I have here. Okay, so here's the Prism folder. And so what you can see is I have all these files extracted. There are no zip files. And so within the all files, there are files for each month, right? So we've got 1979 all the way down, 1979-1 to 1979-12 from downloading monthly data. So that gives me all the files for the whole, each month of the year in there for each of these. You'll notice, let's go, so in 1980 we have the M2, 4K MM2, and then in 1981 we have the 4K MM3. And so it looks like everything extracted properly, and that's how you can use Python to automate downloading files from an FTP server. Hope you enjoyed, and another video will be coming sometime.